In 1927, Mayerthorpe was incorporated as a village. 75 years later, residents and returning residents were asked, "What do you think the town will be like in 25 years?"
This video is going to be looked at in 25 years' time. What do you think Mayerthorpe's going to be like then?
85. I think you'll see an overhead pass at Mayerthorpe from height for over 22 over 43, and I think you'll see more housing towards the east. I think it'll still get larger because some of the surrounding towns are going to get smaller, and I'd say Mayerthorpe has the best chance of getting bigger of any of them. They're close.
Where it goes from here, I don't see it expanding to any great extent, because there's no industry. Unless there's industry comes to town, it's not going to grow to any extent. And it's too far to commute for people working like in Edmonton. They're commuting now to Whitecourt and Blue Ridge, but other than that, I can't see it growing to any great extent. It'll be slow growth, which has been slow.
I don't know what to expect for the next 24 years. I don't think Mayerthorpe will get any bigger. I agree with Stan Hughes that there's no industry to add to our city unless we use it as a bedroom community for Edmonton. I don't know whether they'll ever do that.
Well, I don't know whether there'll be a lot of progression. I hope it doesn't get too big. It's still very quaint. I just love coming here. It's just really nice. I love it. It's my hometown.
Well, I don't know whether it'll expand very much after that. Because if we have too many droughts, there won't be anybody left. What are they going to feed all these horses I saw around here today? I think there's more horses around here now than what there was when they farmed with horses.
I hope to see Mayerthorpe blossom and flourish, but it's going to take a little bit of rain and good weather to do that, I'm afraid.
Well, I think that the Mayerthorpe 25 years from now will be probably struggling to keep going just because of the downturn in agriculture and the struggle for agriculture to keep going and for young people to stay in agriculture. So I suspect that Mayerthorpe 25 will be probably smaller, maybe even less vibrant or alive.
Well, there's no industry around here, so I don't see it growing any.
We foresee some opportunities in some post-agricultural processing opportunities.
I'm not sure. I hope that it gets bigger so that more people can understand that it's a really great town.
Might happen. Everybody might move because they want a town that supplies better jobs, but I hope they don't. And I don't really want Mayerthorpe to get bigger because I like it now, where there's no big buildings and parking lots and stores and supermarkets.
Yes, I think there may be many changes, as in maybe bigger buildings, more houses. I think the town will really grow big and more people will see that Mayerthorpe is a pleasant town.
I have a feeling that it is going to somehow turn out like Whitecourt. My mom doesn't agree on that, but I think that's somehow going to turn out like Whitecourt, even like Spruce Grove or something like that. I have a feeling it's going to be on, say, like have its own weather forecast and everything like that on the news.
I think they should have a theater and an inside pool so we can go swimming in the winter instead of always have to go into Whitecourt. And I think it should have an arcade too, so then kids can spend times after school, go have fun with their friends, and they should have a little bowling alley with the arcade in it too, so then you could have a party there.
But they need the two theaters that were torn down quite a few years ago. And the swimming pool needs to have a roof so then we can go swimming anytime we want. And the Diamond Center needs to be improved a lot more too.
Well, in terms of development, I think it would be great if the town could develop a recreation complex that would provide multi-services year-round for, particularly for young people. I see a place for young people as well as old for a long time in the community. We have large schools, sound educational programs, good health facilities, so I see the community being very much stable for a long time to come.
Without more industries and more opportunities for work in the area, I feel the town is going to become smaller over time. I think that it is becoming more of a seniors' home as it is now. There are a lot of seniors retiring in Mayerthorpe, and I think that will continue. But there has to be something in the line of industry or employment to start drawing more young people here.
Bedroom community for places like Whitecourt. You know, it's tough on small business, and because the travel is so easy to get, you know, 3/4 of an hour in Edmonton, and Whitecourt is growing. So the main shoppers are going to go to the larger centers, and people will live in these small communities because a lot of people like living in small communities. They don't like the large communities. So we'll have a lot of people living here, but we'll travel more.
They probably will get like a new pool or new arena or maybe all new recreation stuff.
I guess the biggest hope and expectation for Mayerthorpe over the next quarter of a century, as we go to towards our 100th anniversary, would be to be able to identify a real purpose, a purpose that will attract people or at least retain people. I guess the buzzword for the year 2002 is sustainability, and I guess the purpose for Mayerthorpe is to be a sustainable community. That we're not going to see a great loss of our community resources by way of stores, particularly grocery stores. That we're not going to see a loss by way of education or a decline in healthcare. We sit at a real advantage over many other communities because we do have complete health care from for the seniors up to and including even the children. We sit just an hour away from Edmonton. Once the highways are twinned, that hour will go so quickly. We're close to big industry in Whitecourt Blue Ridge area. So in many ways, I guess we are an ideal quasi-bedroom community for those that choose to lead the quiet life that there is in a rural area.
The town's affairs are looked after by the council in the town office. Sitting on Denny Hay Drive, it also houses the community library.
The residential area by the Elmer Elson School, which we call the Mills Acres development, we currently have a committee or a housing committee looking towards opportunities to expand that area to allow for for more residential housing. We're also looking at mobile home park. Potentially there's an opportunity right now for more mobile home lots. The town owns property south of Highway 43, which we can develop for future use. We believe that particular area will develop as a side effect of the twinning of the highway.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure what I would want to say there. I'm tempted to say more shopping facilities and that sort of thing, but on the other hand, as we get more of those things, we start to lose something in terms of the size of the town. So I'm not sure that I want to say we need a whole lot that we don't already have. Perhaps some better recreation facilities would be definitely an asset.
As you drive out on Highway 22 to the north, there lies a lovely little area which is ideal for development as a park.
Our current population is sitting at approximately 1,600. We're hoping over the next 25 years to get that to approximately 2,500 to 3,000. We believe is where we'll probably should be. I think in 25 years' time, looking that far down, it's my hope or my belief that we will see Mayerthorpe being still being an agricultural-based community, which is also home base for a lot of the people that we hope will be continuing to work in the forestry sector.
I hope that I can come back to Mayerthorpe and meet some of the people that I saw before and see how they've grown and how I've grown, and reunion.
Oh Lord, I just hope I'm here to see it, that's all.